Imagine browsing through your account and then seeing pictures that totally contradict the public persona you assumed you were familiar with. A moment so unexpected that it makes you reevaluate all of your preconceived notions about a well-known leader. We are delving further into the contentious debate over Hillary Clinton's bikini pictures, which some have deemed inappropriate for even adults, in today's video. Stay on to the very end, as we will dissect each and every aspect of these images, examine the diverse responses they have generated, and offer unique perspectives on the cultural controversy they have triggered. Hillary Clinton is well known for her lengthy political career and her unwavering dedication to public service. Her public persona has been meticulously developed over the years to convey professionalism, strength, and wisdom. Recent pictures of her in a bikini, however, have surfaced from what is reportedly a private vacation. Many critics argue that this appearance is far different from the dignified image the public expects from her. Today, we'll look at the specifics of these images, talk about the views of both proponents and critics, and pose the crucial query: at what point does personal expression become inappropriate? The aforementioned photographs were captured on a sunny beach with a clear blue sky and soft waves in the distance, an environment that inherently conveys a laid-back vacation atmosphere. Hillary is shown in these pictures wearing a contemporary bikini with bold design choices and transparent accents. For some, this is a chance to demonstrate one's humanity beyond the official political identity and to express one's personal freedom. Others, however, see it as a sharp contrast to the decency required of someone in a prominent position in the public sphere. In today's video, we'll examine how the bikini's design, the setting in which the images were taken, and the public's response all come together to spark a contentious discussion that touches on topics like artistic expression, modesty, and the changing nature of social norms. The location of these pictures is unquestionably lovely at first look. Many people would find this site visually appealing because of the warm sunlight, the ocean's inherent shimmer, and the laid-back vibe of the beach. The bikini itself has a contemporary style with bold cuts and transparent elements that are intended to be fashionable and striking. However, debate has been sparked by this daring design, because they feel that such images shouldn't be connected. To a person like Hillary Clinton, critics claim that the exposure in these pictures is excessive and that they are inappropriate for even adults. They claim that a person who has lived in public and in leadership roles for their whole life runs the risk of compromising the seriousness and accountability that are expected of a political leader. In our film, we will examine these issues and compare them to the perspectives of others who consider the photographs as nothing more than a harmless demonstration of personal freedom. The conflict between individual expression and public expectations is one of the main topics of our conversation. When it comes to their public image, prominent figures, particularly those in politics, are frequently held to a higher standard. Since Hillary Clinton has been viewed for decades as a representation of political tenacity and resolve, many people have become accustomed to expecting her to be modest. But that expectation is called into question by the rise of these bikini pictures. They make us consider if someone in her position ought to be free to display a more laid-back, intimate side without fear of severe criticism, compared to other celebrities who frequently push the limits of fashion and self-expression. Is it reasonable to hold her to a different standard? We will examine these issues by contrasting other cases in which public personalities have been subjected to comparable scrutiny and investigating the ways in which cultural standards are always changing. This discussion has amplified in large part by social media. When the images first appeared, social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter were flooded with comments that were both supportive and critical. Many fans hurried to defend the images, arguing that regardless of one's employment, everyone should have the opportunity to express themselves as they see fit. They maintained that these pictures only reveal a human side that is seldom observed in the formal realm of politics. However, detractors quickly deemed the images unsuitable, arguing that a public figure renowned for her commitment and leadership should not have such exposure. We will present a fair analysis of these responses in our movie, and we encourage you to think about how our perspectives are influenced by our cultural background, personal preferences, and changing social mores. We also examine the function of context. According to reports, the pictures were shot during a private trip when most people opt to unwind and wear more relaxed attire. Wearing swimwear that is intended to be both practical and fashionable on a beach is typical in many parts of the world. But the context drastically changes when these photos appear for someone like Hillary Clinton. In addition to the environment, the persona she has upheld over her many years of public service is also expected. We inquire as to whether a prominent figure's private life should be held to the same standards as their public life, or if even the most closely watched lifestyles should allow for personal freedom. We will talk about whether the uproar is more about the conflict between contemporary self-expression and conventional expectations than it is about the photographs themselves. We have consulted with fashion professionals and cultural critics to add more depth to our opinion. According to these experts, swimwear styles have changed dramatically over time, and what could have been deemed risky in one age or cultural setting may have been accepted as usual in another. They draw attention to the fact that bold design and transparency are not new to the fashion industry, and that numerous designers have long used them as a means of expressing their creative vision. Their observations enable us to see that the controversy surrounding these pictures is not limited to a single person or collection of pictures, but rather is a part of a broader discussion about what constitutes decency and artistic expression in a society that is changing quickly. I want to remind you to stay to the very end of our bonus part, because it offers an exclusive behind-the-scenes peek at the creative process that went into these pictures. You can find more information on the location and the motivations behind the design decisions in our supplementary content, which also includes interviews with several of the participants in the picture shoot. This additional video will give you a better idea of how the pictures were made and why there has been such a heated discussion about them. In summary, the debate over Hillary Clinton's bikini photos, which some have deemed inappropriate for even adults, is a complex one that touches on issues of individual liberty, societal expectations, and the fluidity of cultural norms. There is no doubting that these pictures have sparked a crucial discussion about how we see art, decency, and self-expression, regardless of whether you see them as a daring display of individualism or as a break from the decorum required of a political figure. We appreciate you watching and sticking with us all the way through. Please hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more interesting content and insider insights if you like this in-depth look at the controversy surrounding these images and would like to see more videos that examine the intricacies of celebrity culture and contemporary public standards. To ensure that you never miss a new video, remember to click the notification bell. We appreciate your support so much and hope to share more interesting stories with you soon.